Hey YouTube, Tech Support Gone Bad here, and welcome to another video tutorial from TechSupportGoneBad.com. Now today what I'm going to teach you guys is how to set up FTP file transfer protocol in Dreamweaver. Now for those of you who don't know what FTP is, it's basically, well, let's say I want to edit my website or update it in any way. For example, I want to edit my tutorial section of my website. Now once I'm done editing it, I could save it on Dreamweaver. And instead of actually going to my web hosting provider and taking a while to delete the previous tutorials page and then to upload the new one that I made, I could just set up FTP in Dreamweaver, hold down Control-Shift-U, and it automatically does it all for me. It's a really awesome feature in Dreamweaver. Now, before I do anything else, first of all, I want to thank 5acehosting.net for two reasons. First of all, helping me set up my hosting plan for TechSupportGoneBad.com, and second of all, since they have 24/7 live support, they helped me set up FTP in Dreamweaver so I could use it on their hosting plan. So they're pretty good. They're like the best service I found online and the cheapest. So if you want their hosting service or you want a .com website or whatever, make sure to check them out at 5acehosting.net. So let's get started. So what I've opened here in Dreamweaver is the index file of my website. So the first thing you want to do is create a new site. So you go to Site, New Site, obviously. So it says, the first thing it asks you, it says, what would you like to name your site? Now you can name it anything you want. But what I suggest, let's say your website name is ilovetechsupportgonebad.com. So what I suggest is writing ilovetechsupportgonebad.com so you know what it is. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is set up the HTTP address or the URL of your site. So it already has HTTP : on there for you. So what you need to add is www. and then whatever you want, ilovetechsupportgonebad.com. So I can't do this. I can't click next right now because obviously this isn't a website. So I'm just going to go to edit my website and show you guys how to do it from there. Okay, so this is the window, right? What would you like to name your site? I already named it techsupportgonebad.com, and the HTTP address / URL of your site is http : techsupportgonebad.com. So once you got all that down, click next. Once you click next, if you want to work with a server technology such as ColdFusion, ASP.NET, ASP, JSP, or PHP, then click yes, I want to use a server technology. But if you have no idea what that is and you don't really care what that is, just click no, I don't want to use server technology. Then click next. Once you click next, it's going to automatically create a new folder for your website. And the folder name is going to be the name that you chose to name your website. So that's why I suggest naming it ilovetechsupportgonebad.com or whatever your website's name is. Okay, so then up here you want to click on edit local copies on my machine, then upload to server when ready. So, and then make sure that you have your website folder in a place that you're going to keep it there forever and you don't mind it being there. So next, after you're done with that, just click next, obviously. Okay, now after that, it's going to show, this is how yours is going to look. How do you connect to your remote server? It's going to say none. What you want to do is click on it and click on FTP. Once you click on FTP, you want to put in the host name or FTP address of your web server. So basically, it's your website's name without the HTTP : So it's just www.ilovetechsupportgonebad.com. And then it's going to ask, what folder on the server do you want to store your files in? For GoDaddy.com users, it's most likely going to be / or not / just /, and then it's going to be your username. For example, ilovetechsupportgonebad, and then / again. But for 5acehosting.net users, it's going to be something like public _HTML/. So next it's going to ask for your FTP login. That's basically the login you're going to use for your website. When you log in to edit your website, that's what you're going to put in. So you want to put in your username and then your password. And then you want to click save so you don't have to keep signing in every time you want to do this. After that, you want to click test connection, so you make sure it could connect to your website. And then it'll say Micromedia Dreamweaver connected to your web server successfully. That's what you want. Okay, so then click OK, and then click next. Okay, next, if you want to enable check-in and check-out, press yes. If not, then just press no. So I'm just going to briefly explain what check-in and check-out is. Let's say you have more than one person working on your website. If you enable check-in and check-out, two people cannot work on the same page at the same time. So I would suggest pressing no, do not enable check-in and check-out. Then click next, and then it should give you a quick overview of what you just put in. Then click done. At this point, you're doing great. So then what you want to do is edit out your website. I'm not going to make any changes right now. But once you're done editing out your website, just hold down Control-Shift-U for the shortcut key, and it should start working. And if it doesn't, it's probably this right here. You want to make sure this is connected to your remote host. So just click on it, and it'll connect to your website. It'll take a little bit. And it'll say complete, file activity complete. And it should show the two plugs plugged into each other. So it's connected to your website. So after that, you have to hold Control-Shift-U to put in the files. Either that or just press this arrow that goes up. Once you click on it, it'll say, are you sure you wish to put the entire site? Once you click OK, it'll just start putting everything on your website. Now, I'm not going to do that right now because there's really no point. But yeah, so just press OK, and it should start loading. It'll take less than a minute, and it'll just have your website up for you, up and running as soon as it's just as quick as that. It's really simple, and it's a really awesome feature in Macromedia Dreamweaver. So I hope you guys learned something today. As I said, this is an awesome feature in Macromedia Dreamweaver, so take advantage of it, and goodbye.